You can't stop at just 2 versions. You've got to buy all 3 versions. I just thought I'd do another bit of a roundup, really, of I suppose a bit of feedback on some of the games that I've played in respect to the last video that I put up about some of the recent purchases. The purchases have still been coming in since that video. I think I'm probably round about done for this. No, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm not actually done for this year yet. Thankfully, there's only a couple of weeks of this year left, isn't there? What, 3 weeks? So I can't do that much damage, surely. I do laugh to myself. I'm sure you guys are laughing all the time at me. I mean, you know, I am an absolute muppet. The reason why I say that is because I sort of touched on it a bit in the last video in respect of me going out buying all these games recently, and will I ever get to play them? Probably not. And I've gone and bought some more. And I've literally just counted on this bit of paper that I've got here is all the games that, not necessarily that I've bought this time round or in relation to the previous video, but to be honest, a majority of them are. But certainly games that I need to play. I absolutely need to play them. And whilst, yeah, like I said, there's probably 90% of the games here in relation to what I said I bought on the last video, with a combination of what I've bought since. However, there are 35, count them, 35 games that I need to play, like properly. I've probably played, well, when I say play, I've like just switched them on and had like anywhere between 10 minutes on them and I don't know, perhaps up to about 10 hours, to be honest, but most of them haven't even been looked at apart from just being installed. It's getting quite bad again. I think I managed to kick the habit for the first part of 2015, and it's just basically just bit my ass off for the last 6 months, to be honest. What I'll do first, I'll just have a quick recap, really, of some of the games that I have been playing. And I have been playing some games. Quite unusual for me, actually. And of course, this is all current gen stuff, so if you're not into that, guys, switch off now. First up is Uncharted, and it's the new compilation, the HD remake for PlayStation 4. I had the games for PlayStation 3, the 3 games in the series, but never played them. Same old shit, different console, never played them. And I definitely wanted to play these on the PlayStation 4, hence why I bought the, but actually that doesn't always relate, does it? Just because I buy something doesn't mean I'm going to play it. Anyway, bear with me. I really wanted to play them this time. And I thought, well, this is the definitive version, really, so let's just get on with it. And I actually went through and played the first one, whatever it's called, Drake's Fortune, is it? Yeah, Drake's Fortune. It is Drake's Fortune, because I actually remember the storyline. And I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And then I went on to start to play the second one, which I can't think what that one's called. Anyway, you guys obviously tell me in the comments. And I've probably got about 25% through that. Gotta be honest, not enjoying it as much as the first one. I just preferred the gameplay on the first one, even though it was slightly repetitive in some way in respect of the scenery. Really, a lot of it was quite samey. Once you got into an area on the island or whatever, it was like that for a number of chapters. But I actually like the first-person shooting part of it, which is actually predominantly what it is in the first episode. Really, okay, there's a few puzzles, but I can't be arsed with the puzzle shit. I just haven't got time for that. I just want to blast the shit out of everyone. So I actually really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. I've stopped playing it now, but I will get back into that. Certainly over the Christmas period. Basically, I've got 2 weeks off. I actually finished work a week this Thursday for 2 whole weeks, or just over 2 weeks actually, and I'm going to blast the shit out of these games. I really am, which means I'm probably going to play one game for about 10 minutes, but that's my intention. That is my intention. So Uncharted, yeah, pretty impressed with that. Obviously, I haven't touched the third one yet because I want to go through it in its chronological order, so to speak. So yeah, I'd give that a thumbs up. Halo 5. I'm not sure if I spoke about this on the last video. I don't think I'd even attempted to play it at that point, but I've completed the campaign version on Halo 5. Spent quite a bit of time in it actually, and I've played a bit on multiplayer. Not really into multiplayer in any of these first-person shooters, but actually quite like Halo 5 and multiplayer. But the campaign, really enjoyed it. It is the first Halo that I've actually played properly in respect to the campaign. Now obviously a number of you would turn and say, look, that isn't really what the game is about. The game is really about the multiplayer stuff, but I just don't do multiplayer really, although we'll come on to that slightly in a bit. So yeah, Halo 5, fantastic, looks really good, plays. It was a refreshing change, Halo 5 was, from a first-person shooter perspective. There was enough, I think, because I haven't played the Halo games before, even though I've got most of them on the Xbox and Xbox 360. Never really played them, so this is the first one. And yeah, really enjoyed it, and I would wholeheartedly recommend it to anybody. Really would. That's probably, oh god, is that the depressing side of it? That's all I've really played through. And oh no, sorry, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Again, not sure what I said on my previous video about this, whether I just alluded to the fact I was buying it or I was getting it. I got that on the PC and played the campaign mode on that. It was all right. I mean, I like the COD games. I just like giving them a good bashing. I enjoyed it. Strange enough, though, I actually enjoyed Halo 5 more because it's so different. Okay, it's a first-person shooter, but it's so different than Call of Duty. To me, as a campaign game, certainly, it was a lot better. I thought it was a lot better. I think because I haven't played anything in that series to any great depth before, so it was totally new to me in in many respects totally new to me, but it plays really well. Call of Duty is a bit of a, well, yeah, I mean, I enjoy Call of Duty games, so I can't sit here and slag them off. But yeah, I've played all the way through the campaign mode on that, and the most recent game that came out as well that I had on the PC in respect to first-person shooters is Star Wars Battlefront. Now, there's a load of stuff about that on the internet. It's had the arse ripped out of it in respect to reviews. There are mixed feelings on it, and I mean, I love Star Wars. I absolutely love and I was so looking forward to this game. A, because I'm a Star Wars nut, and B, if you'd seen the trailers of this prior, the gameplay trailers of this prior to it being released, it looked absolutely, I mean, stunning, just amazingly stunning. How it's captured that Star Wars, how it's captured Star Wars, full stop, is truly amazing. It really is. The graphics on it and the environments, it's just awesome. From that perspective, awesome. Now, what turned me off about this game, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy it anyway. I'm obviously going to get Star Wars because I love Star Wars, but I didn't think I was going to play it that much, because it's only multiplayer only, even though there are some solo missions on there. So it's a sort of pseudo campaign, but it's not what what you'd really think of as being campaign on it by any stretch of the imagination, but there are solo missions on there. So because I've been absolutely flat out with other things over the past couple of weeks, I haven't been playing games much, certainly over the past sort of week and a half. But when Battlefront came out, I downloaded it on PC. I did play it a fair bit, and of course, because you have to play a multiplayer, it was interesting, because at the beginning I thought, oh, this is shit and I'm shit. But with more practice, whilst I'm still shit, it is really, really, really enjoyable. It really is enjoyable. I've had such a crack on it. And you know what? That's what gaming is all about, isn't it? It's about having a laugh and actually enjoying that experience. And I really, really enjoy it. So I need to get back into that. I need to free some time and get back into gaming over the next week or so. Hopefully next week I'll get some more time next week before I finish work. But yeah, if you like first-person shooters, even if you're not into the multiplayer stuff, try it. Absolutely try it. If you're a seasoned multiplayer gamer, that's where some of the negative criticisms have come from, is that if you're a seasoned multiplayer first-person shooter, a seasoned first-person shooter multiplayer, whichever way around it is, you know what I mean. And that's where it's getting the negative points, because apparently it's too easy, or it's not in depth enough, or the maps aren't big enough, or whatever. Because I don't do that, and I'm not really into that, it doesn't mean anything to me. It plays absolutely fine to me, and it's a real good laugh. It really is. It's a real good laugh. And obviously, as they add more content, there's actually been a new map that's been released for it, I think this week, or back in the last week. Again, because I haven't switched my PC, or my gaming PC, I know I haven't downloaded that yet. But yeah, no, I did. Great game. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I suppose certainly for me in the past, what, a couple of months ish, 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, I've actually done a shitload of gaming. For me, a shitload of gaming. But of course, you know, you can never have enough games, can you? Especially in this house. So we've been getting some more games. Now, at least one of these, well, probably only one of these, was on the list that I went through last time that I hadn't received yet. And it's a Wii U game, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Now, I haven't even took that out of cellophane, let alone even stuck the disc into the Wii U, but I will have a bash at that. I mean, to be fair, Mario Tennis games, okay, it's tennis, it's Mario, but it's you know, for me, that will literally be a quick blast every now and again. If every now and again, it'll probably be just a quick blast, one-off job done, if I'm being honest. But yeah, same old, like I said. Now, because I really enjoyed Halo 5, I thought, you know what, I'm now going to buy the definitive version of the previous Halo games that's been re-released as HD remaster on the Xbox One, which is Halo Master Chief, and that was on a sale actually over the Black Friday weekend, direct from Microsoft. I think it cost me, it was £18, and I thought for 18 quid, because I enjoyed Halo 5, I thought, you know what, might as well play it on the Xbox and go through those as well. So I've bought Halo Master Chief Edition, and I know that's had a bit of a slagging, but I think they've managed to sort that out now as regards to it being online, or its capabilities for online use. Again, bought this in the recent sort of price reduction of games that's ongoing at the moment, and for the Xbox One, and it's Rare Replay. Now, this is a compilation of classic, real old classic games. Things like Cameo, Elements of Power, Killing Instinct Gold. You know, these are the original ones from older platforms, so Xbox backwards, and even back to things like Spectrum. And I'll tell you what, I say Spectrum. If you got, you guys probably know about this already, but it's got Night Law on there from the Spectrum days. Who doesn't remember Night Law? Well, perhaps the guys that are not the same age as me don't remember it, but trust me guys, Night Law was awesome. It was, I remember that back in the day. Lunar Jetman, another Spectrum classic. Perfect Dark, so that would have been the Nintendo 64, if memory serves me correctly, is it? Perfect Dark Zero, that was Xbox I think. Saber Wolf, that Spectrum, and Underworld Spectrum, and a couple of other games. Well, a shed load of games actually. I mean, we're talking, oh Christ, there's another load here as well, I forgot to see them. Jetpack, a Jet Force Gemini, so that's is that Nintendo 64? Banjo Tooie, Nintendo 64. Battletoads, Attic Attack, Spectrum. So yeah, I just bought that just for a laugh. I think that cost me, I'll say just for a laugh, just for a laugh to see old games. That cost me £13. Again, you know, not a major amount of money. Now, I bought this because it was cheap. I wanted it originally when it came out, because it's supposed to be a really atmospheric game. But there's a few issues with the performance side. I don't think they've been patched out yet. With the PlayStation 4 Until Dawn, it's a bit of a survival horror, I think. Well, it's certainly a horror. Whether it's, yes, it is a survival horror, and it's supposed to look absolutely stunning, even if there were some performance issues with it in respect to frame rates. Again, picked that up cheap. The only reason I got that because it was cheap. 19 quid, I think, 18 quid, something like that. Again, that's brand new. Now right, another game I've got that's next door, because I actually installed it on the Xbox One, is Sunset Overdrive. I bought that at the weekend, second hand actually. That one cost me 12 quid second hand. I thought it's worth a punt for that, because that's got decent reviews. And in combination with that for the Xbox One, I actually bought that Destiny. Well, I thought it was Destiny the Taken King, because I've got Destiny already on the PlayStation 4. Didn't have the extra download content for that, or the current download content for that, which is the Taken King. And effectively that's been released as a game in itself, even though it's just a download content patch for the original Destiny. So I bought that from CEX, and it was priced up at 10 quid, and I thought, 10 quid? I thought, and it says, oh, it includes Destiny, the original one, expansion pack 1, expansion pack 2, and the Taken King. I thought, 10 quid, that's a bargain. I thought, bollocks, I'm going to buy that. So I did. Got home, opened the packet, and noticed just make sure I get the right one, the slip inside, which says that it's the download content. So the actual game on the disc is not the Taken King. It's a normal version of Destiny with DLC. And of course, because it's second hand, the DLC's already been used, and once it's been used on an account, you can't reuse it again. I thought, why did you use that doodah? Because that tells me it's Destiny the Taken King, because that's what it says on the flaming cover, you know? So that's totally useless to me, because I've already got it, and I've got no DLC because it's not part of it, because it's already been used. So I mean, look, it was only a tenner, but I'm going to take that back this weekend and try and get my cash back, because that's the reason I bought it, because I thought it was a Taken King, because lo and behold it says Taken King on it, but it's not anyway. So now, I don't think I mentioned these, and if I did, I will edit them out of the video, but I bought the latest Blaze Blue game. Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma Extend on the PlayStation 4. Fighting game, for anyone that doesn't know what the Blaze Blue series is. It's the latest version that's come out. I've got it all on the PlayStation 3 on import. But of course, you can't just buy one version of this because, well, obviously, I can't buy just buy one version because I've already bought the PS3 version, so I thought I'll buy the PS4 version as well. But you can't stop at just 2 versions. You've got to buy all 3 versions. So I bought the PlayStation Vita version as well. What a dick. So, yeah. And I haven't really properly played any of the versions, to be honest. But yeah, I'll give that a bit of a punt, I think. Now, I think as well, since the video, certainly, I have had delivered, or downloaded, should I say, Assassin's Creed 6. I certainly did mention that I was going to get that, and I was waiting for it to come through, I think. Yeah, it didn't come out to the middle of last month. So that's waiting for me on Steam, on my PC. Yeah, when I'll get around to playing that, I do not know. And I also folded like a hooker and got Just Cause 3 on the PC. I was toying with the idea of getting Just Cause 3, but then I gave in. And again, I don't know whether or not I admitted that in the last video. Don't think I did. I think I gave in after then. So Just Cause 3, again, it's downloaded. But that looks absolutely fantastic. I haven't played the previous Just Cause game, so I'm looking forward to give that all of the 10 minutes that I'm going to undoubtedly give it. But yeah, so more games obviously than what I've got physical versions. One last game, and there's been a couple of videos that have gone up on this, and I knew about it anyway some time ago. Let me have a look. Dariusburst Chronicle Saviors. It's called something else. No, it's not. Dariusburst CS Chronicle Saviors. Does the Chronicle Saviors relate to the CS? I suspect it does, even though it's saying it twice then, because it says even in the logo, Dariusburst CS Chronicle Saviors. Whatever. Right, Dariusburst. It has been made available now, or this version has been made available on Steam for the PC. On PlayStation 4 was released, I think yesterday it came out in Europe. On PSN it was released a few days previous in the US, and also the Vita. Now, I thought I've got to get this game, and I don't know what the hell Sony are thinking, or, well, it's not Sony, is it? It won't be Sony that'll be publishing this, I suspect. It'd be Taito, or whoever's actually publishing. Whoever, it's irrelevant. On the PlayStation Network, because I'm not aware you can buy this physically, not for the PlayStation. I think it's coming out physically for the Vita in Japan only, I think. I'm pretty sure it's not available physical version in the UK on either the PlayStation 4 or the Vita. But on the PlayStation Network to download for the PlayStation 4, do you know how much they're asking for this? $49.99. 50 quid. I mean, they're nutters. I mean, they must be nutters. 50 quid. How can they justify? And the worst thing is, it's £50. It's not even cross-play. If it was £50 and you could download a version on it on your Vita as well, you'd say, well, okay, yeah. I mean, it's still, I think that's still a bit steep, to be honest, for a shoot 'em up. But 50 quid. That's just crazy. I just, you know, I just think, and they wonder why they don't sell much of them, of that type of genre, because they can't. It's not going to be a mass seller. It can't be. But perhaps that's the reason, exactly the reason why they price it at 50 quid. They know they're not going to sell it. They're going to make some cash back. But just, yeah, perhaps that is the commercial decision. However, it still doesn't make it good that it's 50 quid. Now, the PlayStation Vita version is £33, so that's damn sight cheaper. And I thought, oh, I'll just see whether or not I can get it cheaper anywhere else, by getting a code or something or whatever. and I went into my favourite place to have a look, and I put in Dariusburst, and the only options that were up and available were to do with the PC version. I thought, oh, I forgot all about the PC version. Looking on Steam, and now I don't know if this video is going to go up in time, but effectively it's about 8:45 on Wednesday the 9th in the evening, and looking at Steam now, for the next 21 hours, or just over 21 hours, Steam have reduced the price of the PC version down from $29.99, which is already significantly cheaper than the PS4 version, and they're knocking 20% off, so it's $23.99. After this video, or before I put this video up, that's going straight in my cart. I'm going to buy that for 24 quid. I would have preferred to have bought it on the PlayStation 4, if I'm being honest, because it's on a console. I like my shoot 'em ups on consoles. I don't really like playing stuff on my PC, in respect of like shoot 'em ups. Don't know why, it just feels a bit weird, even though it actually makes no difference, to be honest. I'm still using an Xbox controller on my PC. Maybe it's because of the option to connect it up to my cab, and I can do that with the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 3 or even the Xbox. I could still do it with a PC, to be honest, but yeah, perhaps it's just that. But you know what? I ain't paying 50 quid when I can get it for 20, exactly the same game, and it'll probably look better on the PC version. You know, you could run high resolution, but I suspect you could run high resolution. But yeah, so I'm going to bang that in. I'm definitely going to get it on the Vita as well. I'm going to download it on the Vita. I can actually get hold of the physical version when it comes out in Japan for about 40 quid, or just under 40 quid. So I don't know whether to download and get a physical version. Don't know. I'll probably end up getting the physical version, to be honest. But so that'll be another game that I'll double up on, or triple up on. No, I won't triple up on it. I'll certainly double up on it as regards to format. So yeah. If you want that game, guys, get it on the PC, because it's like so much. I mean, it's less than half price at the moment than the PlayStation 4 version. I mean, 50 quid. Thieving bastards. That's about it, guys. I know I promised on the last video I was going to get some gameplay video, wasn't I, of Ghostblade. Well, I've fucking blown that one, haven't I? I've been too busy playing games to do gameplay videos, but I will try and do so. Certainly over the break, over the time that I'm off, I've got no excuse then to take one day out of my amazingly busy 2 weeks of doing absolutely fuck all to do a gameplay video. So we'll see how that goes. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll speak to you again soon.